Hi friends, welcome back to our channel.
This is Shonda,
And this is Rhonda
or as I call her affectionately, Shinky.
and Rinky.
And today we're here, we want to give you a tour of Shonda's kitchen. You've seen a lot of my kitchen, so you got phones ringing in the background.
Well, I'm popular. I mean, what do you expect?
All right, stay tuned.
Okay, friends, so before I get started with my kitchen tour, sometimes at night, in the evening time, I like to have a glass of wine. So I'm going to continue with my routine, but if my words begin to get slurred, you'll then know why.
Don't let her fool you. She can't even have a whole glass. So.
It's not true. I'm not a slush or anything. I just like to have a glass of wine.
Yeah, and that's about the
Into
extent
the
of
kitchen from my formal dining room. It's getting started out. Okay, friends. So starting the tour of my kitchen, when you come from my dining room, and if you remember, I do have a $600 makeover dining room video up. So look at that, refer it to your friends. But anyway, coming from the dining room, you step into the kitchen, and this is my laundry room. I'm gonna save this room to show you for a different time, but this is Shonda's laundry room. So you walk in and you step over to my refrigerator, of course, and up top, you have to see my clocks, because if you don't remember, I love clocks. I am a collector of clocks, so look back at my clock video that we have. So we come over, the first thing I want to mention are my cabinets. When we renovated this house, these were a couple of things that I didn't want to change, and the cabinets was one of them. I love vintage things as well as new things. And what I loved about these cabinets was it's just so many of them. And I loved the style, the shape of them. They're older, but I looked at some shaker cabinets and as well as the other newer cabinets that they have out, but I didn't want to change the look of these cabinets in the kitchen. So they were a wooden oak color. We did paint them off-white, but I kept the cabinets, the original cabinets, and they are all natural wood. But we did add new granite.
Okay,
And the backsplash is actually glass that we purchased from Floor and Decor. The walls were so uneven, it was very hard to find something that would look great with so much unevenness. But the glass worked out great. The color is a cross between gunmetal gray and bronze, and I just love the shine of it. It gives the kitchen a modern feel up against the older cabinets.
and it also looks really rich.
And it's very pretty.
Yeah.
I think so anyway. So to go with the glass backsplash, of course I had to have granite countertops, and I really love these. I love the color. They're so pretty once they're shiny and clean, and I just love the look of them. They give you a really luxurious feel and a luxurious look. And these items that are sitting on my countertop, these were purchased at a wholesale place that Rhonda and I like to shop at, and so I was able to get three different designs.
3 different pieces, yeah.
3 different pieces. I just love them. These beautiful glasses that you see, I bought these in an antique thrift store. I love them.
How much did you pay? You got how many? 4?
I got 4 of those for I think about $18 from Home Goods. And it's, as you know, Home Goods has many different pieces, different colors, things from India, things from just different parts of the country. That's what I love about Home Goods. But this piece actually was made in India. Okay. This dish drainer I got from Rhonda. Rhonda She either gifted it to me or
She
I
took
stole
it.
it. I said stole it.
Yeah.
So anyway, I love it. It's in my house now and it's not coming out. Friends, these curtains were bought from Tuesday morning and they were 84 inches in length when I bought them. So just because you see something and it's not the right length, you can always take length off to customize your look, or you could add fabric onto the bottom of it to customize. But they already had the grommet in them, so I just cut them and made them to fit this window. And this these curtain panels were purchased for $19.99 each. I always thought these were so pretty in house. And when we renovated, I just wanted to have one. We were considering changing the whole design of the kitchen. The range was originally right here when we purchased the house. Of course, everything had to be redone, but just to save space, we kept it in its original area, and it works out perfectly.
So for convenience and space.
Convenience and a space saver, because we would have had to change all the wiring and everything that goes with the kitchen is totally electric, so we would have had to change it. We just kept it in its original space. It's it. Oh my God, friends! I went with Rhonda to Christian's school, which is not far from here, but it's in another part of Georgia.
Christian is my son.
Christian is my nephew, Rhonda's son. So I went down to visit him one weekend. We were going down, and he took us to a thrift store down there. And so these candle holders I saw in there, and the candle came with them, and the set for both of them was $18. But I knew that I needed something else to go with him. So
she bought the set of 2 at one thrift store.
And so I went to one of my favorite places to thrift, and look at what I found. This is the matching mold for these 2 candle holders that was found in 2 different places.
I mean, and it matches exactly.
And of course, I had a fit. I called Rhonda. I was jumping and screaming and yelling in the phone. I could not believe it, but that's what thrifting is. And you find so many unique pieces. This is my pantry closet door, and it's identified by another clock. So look at the details in this clock. Forks and spoons.
Where'd you get this from?
I purchased this from a thrift store.
You remember what you paid for it?
I paid $12 for this clock.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
This is just a different area of the kitchen. I do have a little juice station over there that I use when I'm entertaining. But above that, of course, is another clock. Another clock, as you know. This door that you see leads into my mudroom, which leads out into the garage. That's a video for a later time. The valances that you see above the windows, of course, as I said earlier, these window curtains were purchased from Tuesday morning. These are 96 inch in length, and I was able to get the length that I wanted from them, so I didn't have to add any fabric. And I bought the 4 panels, so there were 2 panels for $19.99 each. And I bought an extra set because I wanted to make the valances. If you look up at the valances, I handmade because I didn't want a full curtain panel at the side windows. They're a bit smaller than the big window that you see. So I just made those, and I bought the tassels. These tassels were purchased at a vintage thrift shop that I go to, and what I like most about these is the bling bling that's on them. I love bling. And friends, to give this window a different look than the curtains that are at the big window, of course I added the valance on top of floral arrangement valance, but I wanted the valance to be a little poofy. So you have to be creative sometimes. I just took some old paper. You can take paper or old newspapers or
the
plastic bags from the grocery store, and just put them in there, and nobody would ever know. It'll give you the look that you desire. But what I love about these curtains, just like the ones that are over the kitchen sink, it's the same pattern. Those I purchased at the sink were 84 inch. These are 96 inch, and I just love how long they are. I love my curtains to not only touch the floor, but to hang over a little bit. It just gives it a more distinguished look to me. And I think this window is what I love most about this kitchen. I'm gonna pull the curtains back just so you can see how big this window is. This is the original window that was in the house with the pane when we purchased it. We did replace the glass, but this is the size. Actually, you know what? It isn't. We had to go in when we had this pane removed. This is a double pane. There was a single pane in it from the beginning. So we had to go in and took off about 1 inch on each side. So it was even bigger than this. But this is one of the best things that I love about this kitchen is this window. And of course, on the other side of this pane is my big deck. And that's a video for a later time. Okay, friends, last but not least is the dining room table and 4 chairs. I could have gone a little bit bigger, but I just wanted to save space, and with all the kids being gone, we don't need 6 chairs anymore. So the dining table was purchased from a lady on OfferUp. She actually used it as her patio set. The original glass that was on the table was square, and because I wanted to save space, I found another glass to replace it with on OfferUp for about $20. I purchased these chairs and the table itself, which is wrought iron, from this girl for $120, and changed the glass. That brought it up to $140. And we actually went in Home Depot, got some spray paint, and I changed the color of the wrought iron to a burnt bronze, which I love. I get so many compliments on this table set when people come in. It has the same curls and swerves at the bottom of it as my bar stools, which you'll see next. And that wasn't planned. It just, when something is for you, it's just for you. So I purchased this chandelier from a guy on OfferUp also, and it is a Home Depot closeout. And I was able to purchase this chandelier from him, and it cost me $50. It was brand new, as all closeouts are. You know, if you look around, you can get the high-end pieces. You can have all the beautiful things that you want at a discounted price. It might take patience and time to go from one place to another, but you can bring all the pieces together. And okay, friends, you know I'm still sipping on my wine, so this will be the last of the last, but not least. These are bar stools that I purchased in Hobby Lobby. I got 2 of them. They were $99 each. And if you would remember, the same swirls and curves that are on the bottom of these bar stools are the same swirls and curves on the bottom of the dining room set. Like I say, it wasn't planned, but when something is for you, it is for you. I also get a lot of compliment on these, and they are versatile because there's a little clip. Remember, I had some wine, so there's a clip here, and these, they fold up. You can either use them flattened with no back. I can turn them around, or you can have the back. Of course, I keep them upright because I just like the look. I love the swirls and the curves in the chairs. So friends, I have to make mention of my guitar wine rack that you see in front of you. I purchased this from Home Goods. I love it because of all of the curls and swirls on it. I can have glasses put there or anything, but I just love these curl details. I just thought this was so pretty, and it was so different. I had never seen a wine rack like this. But even if you look at the bottom of it, the curls in the legs on it, it's just beautiful. And as you can see, some of these are empty because, like I said, I like to have a glass of wine in the evening time, especially when I'm off.